Ever imagined eating giant worms roasted right over an open flame? Sounds wild, right? Well,
In Namibia, tribes have been feasting on these nutrient-packed critters for centuries. Ever wondered what it's like to cook a goat's head buried in smoldering ashes? It's an ancient technique that locks in rich flavors and tender meat. And check this out, milk so unique, it's fermented right inside a hollowed-out gourd, a deliciously tangy taste straight from Namibia's tribes. Today, we dive into Namibia's Himba and San tribes, where survival meets culture in the most deliciously unexpected ways. Before we jump in, hit that subscribe button and join me to discover the world's most extraordinary foods.
So tell me, have you ever tried Mopane worm roast or fermented milk in a gourd? Drop your stories in the comments below.
These incredible dishes come from Namibia's Himba and San tribes, some of the oldest indigenous communities on Earth. Namibia's food culture is all about making the most of what nature offers. These tribes live close to the land and eat foods that are fresh, local, and deeply tied to their environment. From Mopane worm roasts to Omutjika, goat's head cooked in embers, and fermented milk kept in gourds, these dishes carry centuries of history, tradition, and survival wisdom. Ready to try something totally wild and crunchy? Let's check out Namibia's famous Mopane worm roast. Trust me, it's a flavor adventure. Mopane worms are actually caterpillars found on mopane trees. Locals collect, clean, and roast them over an open fire until crispy and smoky. The aroma alone is unforgettable, earthy, smoky, and full of natural protein power. Taste-wise, imagine crunchy, smoky bites packed with energy. A real flavor adventure unlike any other snack you've tried. Ever tried meat slow-cooked in glowing embers? Get ready for Omutjika, a tribal dish bursting with smoky, soulful flavors. This dish involves cooking a goat's head slowly in glowing embers. It takes patience and skill to keep the heat just right, so the meat cooks tender while soaking up the smoky flavor. The end result? Deep, rich, and soulful flavors that connect you straight to the heart of tribal life. Can you picture the taste of meat cooked in glowing ashes? It's rustic, bold, and totally unforgettable. Ever tasted milk fermented inside a gourd? Let's explore this tangy, refreshing drink straight from Namibia's tribes. Here, fresh milk is fermented inside a hollowed-out gourd, turning tangy and slightly sour. This process preserves the milk for days and gives it a unique, refreshing taste that's packed with probiotics and nutrients. It's a staple drink for these tribes, both nourishing and a symbol of their close bond with nature. What sets these foods apart is their raw authenticity. No artificial flavors, no preservatives, just pure nature. Mopane worms aren't just food. They're a cultural icon, celebrated in local festivals and a vital protein source. Omutjika and fermented milk reflect centuries-old traditions and a way of life deeply connected to the earth and survival skills. Fun fact, the flavor and texture of Mopane worms can change depending on the season, making each batch a little different, kind of like nature's own gourmet surprise. And guess what? These dishes tell stories of resilience, community, and respect for the environment that's shaped every bite. Thanks so much for exploring Namibia's extraordinary tribal foods with me. If you enjoyed this trip into one of the world's most unique food cultures, hit subscribe and drop a comment. What dish would you dare to try first? Next time, we'll uncover another hidden food treasure from a far corner of the globe. So stay tuned. Until then, keep your taste buds adventurous and your appetite for discovery alive.